Welcome to tutorialsinhand.com. In this video tutorial, we will see the difference between I++ and ++I. To understand the difference between this I++ and ++I, let's have one integer variable I which is assigned the initial value 0. Okay, and now let's have one more integer variable, say result, which will hold the value of increment operator I++. Now if you see I++ and ++I both are increment operator, right? But where is the difference? The exact difference lies in the way it assigns the value to result. When we are writing I++, in this case what will happen is the value of I will be assigned to result first and then it will be incremented. That means the value of I is 0, right? In this case when we are writing I++, this 0 value will be assigned to result first and then the value of I will be incremented. That means after it has been assigned, then the value of I will become 1. So if we try to print the value of both of these variables I and result, I think by the time I am executing this piece of code, you can just make a guess. It should not be guess, it should be a proper understanding based on the logic that I have explained. So the value of I is going to be 1 when we print it and the value of result is going to be 0. Why? Because when we are having I++, that is when we are using this post increment, then the value is assigned first and then the increment happens. So once this line of code is executed, in the next line the value of I, if we are using, the value of I will become 1 and the value of result is the value that has been assigned to it, that was 0. So let's execute this. See, the value of I is 1 at this place and result is 0. So let's make one more change and you try to guess it what will be the exact value. Suppose we have the value of I is equals to 2. Now if we do this I++ and then we print this, so what would be the value of I and result? In this case what will happen is the value of I is 2. So here before incrementing the value of I will be assigned to result, right? So the value assigned to result will be 2 and the value of I will then get incremented and it will become 3. So in this case the value of I will be 3 and the value of result will be the initial value of I that it was holding that has been assigned to it. This time it will be 2. So if we execute this, let's see what will be the output. See, we have got the result as I is equals to 3 and result is equals to 2. So you can go on playing around with it and you will be better able to understand it. So once you see this, you can get the means 2 points you can explain in your examination or to interviewer. Like I++ is the post increment and the way it works, you can explain the logic to the interviewer and then we are going to check for ++I. Now we will not touch this one. Let's have another variable and check for pre-increment. Instead of I, let's take a variable j and now ++ on this j. This is pre-increment operator. It is giving duplicate local variable because we have already one variable with the name result. So let's change it to result 1 and here also we will print result 1. So the value of result is going to be something like this and let's have one blank sysO so that we will get a line gap between these two outputs, post increment and pre-increment. So there will be a line gap and we will be able to understand which one is getting printed and also make it j. Now we will be easily aware means which one is getting printed, but let's focus on the logic first. Here we have the value of j is equals to 2. Now what happens in pre-increment is exactly opposite to post increment. Here what will happen is the value of j, that means the value of this variable on which this ++ is being operated, will make it increment first. So it will get incremented first and then it will be assigned to this variable. So the increment happens before being assigned. So in this case what will happen, the value of result will become 3 and the value of j will also become 3. 3. Means after this line of code is executed, in the next line, if we use the value of result 1 and j, then the value of j will be 3 and result will also be 3, because this value j will be first incremented and then will be assigned to this variable result 1, and that is the value which gets printed over here. So let's execute this and see whether we are getting the desired result. See, j is equals to 3 and result 1 is also 3. That means it will increase and then assign the value. So you can see where the difference lies. Difference exactly lies how the value is getting assigned or how the value is getting incremented, whether it is post incremented or whether it is pre-incremented. So this is the logic that you will be using at most of the places whenever you are using for loop, while loop or do while loop. So you should have this thing in your mind, that how this plus plus and means I plus plus and plus plus I will work. You can replace this j with I as well. It will not make a difference, but in the same code you cannot have two variables with the same name. So that is why I have used I and j to explain the logic. If we remove this one and explain if we have removed this one and we would have explained the same on I, means making it plus plus, it would have made no difference. It would have worked exactly the way I have explained over here. So what you can do is you can just change this I plus plus to plus plus I and try to print what would be the values after this line of code has executed, right? So that you can check your understanding. So there is one more thing. The same would apply for minus minus as well. Means if you are writing I minus minus and minus minus j, it will exactly work in the same way. What will happen is it will be post decrement and at the same time it will be pre-decrement, right? It should be post decrement and pre-decrement. The way the values were increased, in the similar way the values would be decreased and then will be assigned. Means what will happen in this case, the value will first be assigned and then it will be decreased, and in this case the value will first be decreased and then it will be assigned over here. So I guess now you are aware how this minus minus will work and what would be the values. So let's execute, and I hope you are ready with your answers. Just match it with the output. So I guess you have got the right result, right? What happened here? The value I is equals to 2. Here the value of I was first assigned to result, that is why the value is 2, and then the value of I was decreased from 2 to 1, and that is why the value of I is 1. That is why it is decreased by 1 times, right? And in the similar way this has also worked. Just check the logic and you will be able to understand. Like what happened, 2 was first decremented and then it was assigned to result, that is why result is also 1, and the j value is decremented and that is why j is also 1. So in this case the value of both j and result remains same, but here the value has a difference just because the way it is incremented or decremented, right? Hope you have understood it, and if you really like this video, please like and subscribe us to help us motivate. Thank you.